How's it going, everyone? It's Joebito and we're over here on Naruto x Boruto Ninja Tribes, and now that the game has been released for a full day on everyone that's not just playing it on the mobile browser, for those of you outside of the region, of course, you're not able to play it just yet, but if you have been playing the game, then you've likely run into a scenario where you've run out of stamina. So that's why I'm going to be talking about how an easy way you can go ahead and get free stamina in this game, because there is a system in place to go ahead and help you out. And although this is kind of a guide for people who are like at least a level 10, I would say, or over, even the beginning players, you're gonna run out of stamina, but you need to understand that with a game like this, when you are a low level, you're of course gonna have less stamina than someone at, like, say my level, who's a level 32. I got 101 max stamina right now, so of course you're gonna run out a lot quicker the lower level you are, so just bear through it for that. But at the most part, you still have a system in place, like I said, that can go ahead and help you out with getting more stamina, and that's what we're gonna be talking about today, because I actually did not understand this. If you guys follow me on Twitter, I was saying my biggest complaint about this game is that it kind of limits you for how long you can play. One of those things being the stamina cost. So as you can see right here, there's a glowing thing that says stamina bonus right there, and we'll talk about that. But the main reason I don't recommend you spending any of your coins to go ahead and try to get stamina in this game is because, unlike other games, I want to use blazing as an example, you only use one stone to get full stamina back, and that's really good in my opinion. But once you get higher up, you never need to, honestly. But even in this game, you're gonna run out of stamina quickly because of the features that allow you to go ahead and skip missions, and that can really be what it is. So if you're still new to the game and you are unaware of this, if you go to a mission, the ones I usually use it on are the elite missions, because those are the ones that give you fragments for awakening your characters, which I have a guide for if you guys want to go check that out. So for an example, I'll just go ahead and we can just do one. You have to have 3 stars to be able to skip a mission, and we can go ahead and do Sourdough since I still have one more I need to do. So it takes 12 stamina. I can only skip it once because I can only do it one more time anyway. There we go, I skipped it, but now I have like roughly no stamina left over. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go over here, but you don't want to purchase stamina because, like I said, in other games it's cheap, in this game it's not. You will actually have to spend like 50 coins just to get one, and that's not that great in my opinion. So yeah, I really just don't recommend that, and they do actually limit you on how much you can buy that, so we're not gonna do that. You don't want to have to go ahead and spend the coins, because I mean you can, but just because of how scarce they are and how you're not gonna have that much of a chance to get so many until, you know, you're doing a lot of the challenges and things like that. You're gonna need more stamina for that. I don't recommend that you use that. So the stamina bonus right here, this is a little thing that will pop up sometimes on the game, and if you press it, there you go, you get stamina. In this case, I happen to get 60 stamina back, so it's not too much, but I did definitely get a lot more. So the way that you get that, it's kind of different between time zones, but you'll see why. So you can usually get that 4 times a day. It is during a certain time that it'll pop up. So if we go ahead and go to Twitter and look at what the homie Kua said, as you can see, there are stamina bonus times. There's specific times where you can actually go ahead and get that stamina bonus. So this is going to be in UTC, so I'll break down, but there are 4 different times: 16 through 18, 20 through 22, and then once the day starts over, 2 to 4, 5 to 7. So you have 4 different times during the day, and 2 of them are split in the later part of the day and the other 2 in the earlier part of the day, depending on where you are. Now it is in UTC, so to go ahead and see what time zone this is for you, so to go ahead and see the time zone for where you're at, I'm gonna actually go ahead and put a link in the description down below. So this is UTC. It's actually 12:21 in the afternoon here for me, so it is 17:22 by the standards the game is going by. So that does fit in with one of the time zones, which is exactly why I was able to have a stamina bonus of right now, because this was between 16 and 18. So just go ahead and look at this, and you can figure out, like, so now I know just by one time. I mean, if you want to, you can go ahead and check back to know when the times are for the stamina bonus, but because I know it's a 5-hour difference, all I ever have to do is just add on 5 hours or subtract 5 hours from the times that were listed by Kua. So I know here it says 12 o'clock, so I know that at 12 o'clock, between 11 and 1, I would imagine, that's when I'll be getting a stamina bonus. So that's a good way to know that. That's one way. It is a little confusing at first, but this is the time that you want to be using for that. So just based on your time zone, it'll be different, obviously. If you live over on the East Coast, it'll be like 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock for one of them, and if you're over on the West Coast, it'll be a little bit different as well, and depending on where else you are. So this could be one of the reasons they also have you limited based on the regions, because they do have a time zone difference kind of, but there is that. So all right, let's go ahead and jump back into the other way you can go ahead and get stamina. The last way to go ahead and get stamina, in a really good way, obviously, well, it's not the last way, there is one other method, but it's a little bit hit or miss. So when you level up, you actually do get stamina, and the reason I say that's a hit or miss is because often you're probably not going to level up. Once you get past those first few levels, it's going to take a while for you to level up, so you're probably going to run out of stamina, so that doesn't really work. But when you level up, you do get stamina. You don't get max stamina, but it does give you quite a bit back, so that is a good way to go ahead and get it as well. Like in my case right now, I am not near the next level, so I'm not going to be getting, I'm only halfway, so I'm obviously probably going to run out again before that, but you know, that's how it is. The other way to go ahead and get some stamina is to go ahead and take a look at these right here. So you might have saw this earlier, you can use shinobi coins, but like I said, I don't recommend that. There are items, and these are bentos that you can go ahead and use to replenish your stamina. Now these are very good as well, but again, the reason I don't like them as the method I stated before, where you have 4 times during the day to go ahead and get yourself stamina back up, is that even though you can use this whenever you want, on the downside, there are limited, so you're probably not going to have these every day. But as you can see, I can use 11 right here and I'll have 179 stamina, so I can go ahead and do that right now if I want, but I'm not going to. So yeah, and the way you get these bentos, the only way to my knowledge right now is there's a login reward. So the next time you log in, you'll see there's a whole login for the whole month, and they give you bento pretty frequently. For the next month, there should be a very good supply of those, so there is that. Now there is another way that you can get these, but this is more on the pay to play side. You can get them free to play for right now through the login, but if you don't want to wait and you just want to buy them, then you could do this as well. It goes ahead and gives you bento right here for money, and these are cheaper than probably buying the stones required for going ahead and getting your stamina. So if you want to go the pay to play route, you can still use this rather than your shinobi coins, and it's probably cheaper than buying shinobi coins outright. So there is that, and then on top of that, they do have all these type of ones as well. So that is another way you can go ahead and get it. It is still free to play because you can get them through the login rewards, and I'm sure they'll implement other ways that you can, but for right now, a lot of you probably aren't going to have access to those ways because you have to level up quite a bit to get access to some of the features. So for right now, hopefully this helps you when it comes to getting stamina. 4 times a day, you're able to get stamina just by the game giving it back to you. You get it through leveling up, and on top of that, you can also use the login rewards that they give you with bentos. So there is that. But yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this and found this helpful. Again, I'll leave the links in the descriptions for everything, for Kuwa's tweet, and at the same time for that time zone website, so you can go ahead and see where you're at and see what times fall in with your time zone. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.